Welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather, and today we're going to be doing a really exciting video because I am finally going to be diving into some manga books. I have 4 books here, and I specifically picked these because if you don't know, I read a lot of horror, I read a lot of thriller, and I read a lot of romance. So I wanted to pick one from each category. Technically I cheated and I picked 2 romances, but we'll get to those in a second. But I really just wanted to, I want to try out manga, and I just I went online, did a lot of research, like I said, picked books that I think that I would enjoy, and it is also my birthday weekend, so I figured that I want to read obviously, but I figured that reading manga will help me get through the weekend and I will enjoy it. I don't know. Yeah, so just wanted to let you know. But the books that I picked Death Note. I've heard really good things about this. I know that it's a horror. I'm not really sure everything that's in it. I don't really want to know, but I just know that it's a very beloved series, so I wanted to try this. I also have Fire in His Fingertips. I've had this book on my bookshelf for a really long time. If you've been watching me for a while, I hauled this like 2 years ago. I just haven't gotten around to it, but this is an erotic romance, and I flipped through this book and woo, it's gonna, yeah, the name, the fire, it's in the title, but we're gonna try this one out too. I've heard really good things about this. I also found this one, it was in the manga section, so it has really pretty pictures in it. They're all colorful. It's called A Business Proposal, and it is a romance, contemporary romance. And I just know that they work together. One of them has hit rock bottom. He wants her to help him out with something, so I think it's like fake dating situation. Really excited about it. But yeah, so wanted to read this. And then I've also have this one right here, Blood on the Tracks. This is the thriller selection that I have. I've heard really good things about this from multiple people that I follow on here and on Instagram, and I just wanted to try this one out. So these are the 4 books, or 4 mangas that we're going to be reading for this reading vlog, and I'm going to take you along on my weekend. Today is Thursday, so I'll just take you along on my weekend, and we'll see how I feel about this. This is going to be the first time that, like I said, that I've ever read manga before, so it's going to kind of be like a taste test too, to see which kind of style I like, and I'm just excited about it. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments if you have read manga or which one's your favorite, and just give me some recommendations about down below. But this is what we're going to be doing in this video, so yay. Hello, filling you in on this video. So I am 50% into A Business Proposal, and it's actually really cute so far. It has taken me a second to get in a groove of reading because, you know, it's not traditional reading, and like following the bubbles and which way you're supposed to go on the page and everything like that. So I finally have figured it out, okay? But it's actually pretty cute so far. So there's this chick and there's this guy. She has a best friend who is always having to go on blind dates because she is an heiress of a company, and she doesn't want to go on blind dates anymore. So she talks her best friend into going on a blind date for her, and she doesn't realize that it's the CEO of the company that this chick works for. So she makes a complete fool out of herself, honestly. But he still wants to marry her because he needs to marry somebody, so his uncle will get off of his back. So that's basically it. But the illustrations in here, oh, that's like how far I've gotten so far. But the illustrations in here are all color. They're really pretty. I'm enjoying it so far. It's, like I said, it's just taken me a little bit to get into how you're supposed to read everything, you know, because it's a different format. But yeah, so it's cute. It's cute so far, and manga is quick to read. It took me about maybe an hour and a half to get through all of this. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying the storyline, but can't really tell you a whole lot because I don't want to ruin anything. Just besides they're going on a blind date and he needs to marry somebody, and she's kind of gotten herself into a little predicament because work policies and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and today is actually my birthday. We had a family friends baby shower yesterday. I didn't take any videos because I just wanted to enjoy it. And today is, like I said, my 33rd birthday. So big 3-3. I plan on reading. My parents are coming over. We're going to play some games like Uno and spades and stuff. And I'm going to read and just hang out with the fam bam and clean up my house because there's stuff everywhere. And yeah, just gonna enjoy the day. It's gonna be a really chill day. I'm very excited. But I will continue to fill you in on the manga that I picked, and hopefully I'll finish this up today and then we'll jump into the next one. But I'm actually really excited to read the thriller one because I've been thinking about it. So after I finish this one, I might jump right into the thriller one, but I don't know yet. We shall see where the day takes me. But right now, my baby and I, we're just hanging out. Right now he's building a Lego anglerfish, and I'm just gonna go in there and read and order some food, and then family's gonna come over and we're gonna celebrate. I might take some video of that, I don't know yet, but just wanted to fill you in on this video and let you know halfway through this one. Hello, here to update you and let you know I finished this book, or this manga. I'm giving it a 3-star. I thought that it was cute. I thought that it was fluffy. This book is mostly based on the miscommunication trope, which, you know, I don't always like. But it was just like a super quick, cute read, and I don't know if I'm going to continue on with the series because I don't, you know, it didn't really do anything for me besides just like, oh, that's really cute, haha, you know. But this is essentially about this chick named Harry, or Hari, I believe. Yeah, Hari. And her best friend is having to go on all these blind dates because her dad's trying to set her up with somebody. And she ends up going on a blind date with the CEO of the company that she works for. And he doesn't know that she is not her. He doesn't know that she is not her best friend. So she's kind of leading him on a little bit like that. Well, she's not kind of, but she is. And then there's something that happens, and they, you know, he propositions her to get married. And she doesn't want to, obviously. So it just kind of goes on from there. But it's just on miscommunication, kind of fake dating in a way, because they keep on going on all these blind dates. But I mean, it was cute and the illustrations were really pretty, but it just didn't really do a whole lot for me in that aspect. So yep, I mean, my first manga wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad, but it's just not my style. I do think this is going to be more my style, Blood on the Tracks. I told you that this was a thriller, but it's more of a horror, and it's about a woman and sons, or a woman and a mother, if I can speak, a mother and son's relationship. And I've heard really, really good things about this. It's more of like a psychological horror than anything, and you know, I love psychological horrors. So I'm excited about this. I kind of just flipped through a little bit. I've heard that you can't really say a whole lot about this without spoiling it, so when I get to the 50% mark, if I am able to tell you anything, I will. If not, I'll just catch up with you when I finish this book. But it is around 5 o'clock on Sunday. My parents left. We had some cake, we had some food, we played a few rounds of Uno, and now I'm gonna read this. So yeah, I might fill you in tonight. It's not a very long book by any means, so I might fill you in tonight when I finish this. If not, then I will catch you tomorrow. But my plan is to finish this tonight before I go to sleep. Just wanted to fill you in, let you know. Welcome to my bathroom again. So I ended up finishing this. I'm giving it 4 stars. There's something really wrong with his mother, obviously. And I feel so really sorry for the little boy in here. something happened when he was younger with a cat, and he finally remembers it, and then something happens with his cousin as well. I feel like anybody who gets too close to this little boy, Mama is gonna flip, because Mama flipped. And I was not expecting the ending of this book whatsoever. Kind of caught me off guard a little bit. And I immediately ordered the second one because I want to know what happened. I want to know what happens after this. But I enjoyed the black and white. And I also, like I said in the previous one, it took me a little bit to get in the habit of reading from, you know, right to left instead of left to right. So it was a learning curve for me there, but that's nothing against this. That's just, you know, part of it when you're getting into a new type of book. But yeah, I'm happy getting to read this. It's very interesting how it's written, for one, and the storyline was really good. It's something that if it was just like a normal thriller, I would pick up and I would be really into. So 4 stars, and I'm gonna read the second one. I'm actually kind of excited to get it because I want to, like I said, I want to know what happens. And the mom in here, she got something going on up here. I was real sorry for that little boy. And then the dad in here, he's just kind of like non-existent. Like, you see him sometimes, but he's one of those, I feel like he's a workaholic and he doesn't know what goes on in his household with his wife and his child. So something ominous is going on, and I'm very intrigued to figure out what's wrong with her. Okay. Switching gears a little bit, going back to some romance, specifically erotica. Like I told you, I flipped through this and I've seen some of the images, and okay, we're getting into that. But I'm gonna start reading this, and I read Blood on the Tracks a little bit quicker than I anticipated because it was a very quick read. So I am anticipating being able to read this tonight before I fall asleep. I'm about to take a bath, which is why you're in my bathroom. But yeah, so I'll probably just wait till tomorrow to fill you in on this. And then I might start reading Death Note, although I looked at some of the images and I probably don't need to read that before I go to bed. Just saying. Hi, I haven't updated this vlog in I think like a day and a half. Just want to let you know that I finished this book. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. It was spicy, like I knew it would be. The author leaves no imagination whatsoever for images of what these two characters do while they have sexy time going on, you know. And the reason why I'm giving it 3.5 stars is because there's really like no plot in here whatsoever, no character development. We know that these two have known each other since they were kids, but that's all we know. And then they just get hot and heavy really, really quick. So, I mean, it's spicy, but if you're looking just for spice, no plot, no character development, pick it up. I want both of those things, even in a short book like this, or a short manga like this. But yeah, it is what it is. It's erotic and steamy, and these two people got the hots for each other, and you get to see it on page. So there you go. I also started Death Note last night. It is in my room. I don't feel like going to get it at the moment, but I'm actually really enjoying that. And I plan on finishing it tonight, so I will fill you in tomorrow. I'm not at the halfway point yet, but I'm enjoying the overall story. I'm enjoying like what's going on, because the Death Note is a notebook where Light is able, the main character's name is Light, where he finds it, and if he writes a person's name in the notebook, that person dies. So that's pretty much the plot of it. But he has moral reasons to do what he does, and then there was a little twist in there too that I wasn't expecting, and I was like, oh, okay. So he's got some stuff going on, but yeah, it's very interesting so far, and I'm enjoying all the graphics, I'm enjoying the storyline, I'm enjoying just like the overall atmosphere of the book. I said that it was horror because I have heard that it's horror, but it's listed as fantasy, so I think it kind of goes between both genres a little bit. But overall, I'm enjoying what I've been reading so far. I'm almost at the halfway mark, so I'm hoping to finish it tonight, and then I will fill you in tomorrow and let you know how I feel about it, and then close out this video. So just wanted to fill you in, let you know where I'm at. Yay! Hello, I'm here to let you know that I finished Death Note, and I'm here to close this video out. I ended up giving Death Note 5 stars. This is about a guy named Light. He is in his senior year of high school, or of school, and he ends up finding this notebook called a Death Note. And a Death Note is where it's a death god called Shinigami, and these Death Notes, like if you pick one up, you're able to write names of people that you want to die in them. And Light decides that he wants to rid the world of evil, so he starts with all the criminals that are already on death row, and he decides that he wants to make the world a better place. He wants to create a utopia of ridding the world of evil. So that's what he and his Shinigami do. Nobody else can see this death god except Light. And there is a really good twist in here that I was not expecting. That happened pretty quick. But as the story progresses, you get to see the detective work behind this. You already know who the killer is, or who is offing these people. You already know who it is, obviously. But this, just like how the detective work and Light are kind of corresponding at the moment, was very interesting to me. And then we also have this character named L. L is this super smart, highly intelligent, kind of awkward, well, not kind of, he is very awkward character who can solve the hardest cases. And he works with the FBI, he works with the police to try to solve the toughest cases, and he has never failed before. So like I said, we know Light is the person who is doing this to these criminals, but Elle doesn't, and they kind of form this weird bond throughout the story that was very, very interesting to me, and it ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm so excited to get back into this story line. There were super good twists in here. The overall story in general just really captivated me from the beginning, and I really enjoyed this. I've been wanting to read this series for a while. I've seen it, my husband watches anime, and I've seen like clips of this series before, but just reading it in the classic Japanese style of blocks was very interesting to me. It was a lot easier to read than some of the other ones that I've read. I like this style of manga a lot better than just like the random blocks. But it was just one of those books that I was like, oh my, I really enjoyed this. Like, I really enjoyed it, and I was telling my husband about it. We were talking about it. So it was kind of like a bonding experience for us too, because I've never really watched anime with him, but I've always wanted to get into manga. So it was just kind of just one of those moments where we got to bond about it, because he hasn't seen the full series, but he knows enough about it so we can actually talk about it. So I liked it. I have already ordered the second volume of this, which is going to be, I think it's books 3 and 4 in this series. And I hear that it's even, like, it continues to get better and better. But yeah, so I'm really glad that I decided to read this book, and I'm really glad that I just decided to read the other mangas in here too. So here are 2 of them. I don't know where the other one went. I don't know where the other one went, but I'm really glad that I ended up reading all of these mangas and figuring out what type of manga that I like. I'm still on the hunt for romance mangas that I like. That's the other one that I'm missing. Fire in His Fingertips. Where are you? I don't see it anywhere. I had to clean off my desk. It was on my desk somewhere. But yeah, so I really want to find a good manga romance series. I already know that I'm going to continue with Blood on the Tracks because I want to know what's wrong with his mother. But the romance mangas in here were kind of the, not letdowns, but just not my type of manga romance that I want. Not my type of romance that I usually go for. So if you have any really good romance manga recommendations, leave them in the comments down below for me. And I want to do this video again. Like, I'm really excited to do this. I looked at my library and they have a really good selection of manga as well, which is where I'm going to be headed after I get done with this. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this and I hope you did too. Just let me know in the comments down below. Give me some recommendations and I'll see you on the next video. Hope you have a great day. Bye.